Hello and welcome to the next in the CPFT video series exploring coping with worry, anxiety and depression. This is episode 4, Managing Depression, part 8, Being Kind to Yourself. My name is Mary Wirrasinger. I'm a CBT therapist and team leader with the Cambridge Psychological Wellbeing Service. We've looked at the tendency that we all have to be much harsher to ourselves than we would be to others. Sometimes we criticise ourselves. For example, maybe calling ourselves stupid when we don't understand something, or telling ourselves we're bad when we get irritated with others. Usually we wouldn't dream of being so unkind to other people because we know how hurtful and damaging it would be for them. We may also be poor at being kind to our bodies. We don't eat when we need to, or we eat too much. We don't give ourselves time to get enough sleep or exercise, or to do activities that we enjoy. If we continue to neglect ourselves, over a period of time, this can build up to a vicious cycle, leading to poor self-esteem, low mood or depression. It's really important that we learn to be kind and compassionate towards ourselves, and this in turn has a positive effect on our relationships as we're more able to be kind and compassionate towards others. We'll talk a bit more about what self-compassion means later. Firstly, it's a good idea to start thinking about making time for yourself. Practical things that you can do as part of being kind to yourself. Maybe write a list of things that you usually like to do, such as hobbies, reading, calling a friend, looking at photographs, baking, exercising, anything that makes you feel good. Try and include different types of activities to connect with your body and senses. For example, having a bath, practicing a relaxation exercise or mindfulness. Maybe eating your favourite food, but really taking the time to notice all the flavours and textures. Spraying your favourite perfume, lighting a scented candle, or listening to music. If you're able to get outside, looking at nature may help to lift your mood. Even looking out of a window at nature can make a difference. If you're feeling stressed, exercise might be a good option. Alternatively, you may prefer a more soothing activity. Just take a moment to look at your list and ask yourself, what would be best for me right now? Let's take a moment now to think about what self-compassion means. With self-compassion, we give ourselves the same kindness and care we'd give to a good friend. So to have compassion for others, you have to notice that they are suffering, be moved by this and want to help them rather than judging them harshly. Self-compassion means noticing when you are having a hard time and instead of pushing it away or ignoring it, taking time to comfort and care for yourself as you might do for someone you care about. Here is a self-compassion exercise you can try. It might feel a little strange at first as it's not something that we're used to doing. But like anything, if you keep practicing, it will get easier. Don't worry if at first you have trouble developing a sense of kindness towards yourself. That's absolutely normal. Persevere and it will come. Try and make sure you are somewhere you won't be disturbed for a short while. Make yourself comfortable, either seated or lying down. It might help you to concentrate if you close your eyes, but you don't have to. Take a moment or two to settle. Take a long breath out and focus on your breathing for a few breaths. Not trying to change it in any way, just taking your attention to your breath. Maybe you notice how your belly rises as you breathe in and falls back as you breathe out. Just taking a few moments to concentrate on your breath. Now bring to mind something that is troubling you at the moment. When you first start to practice, make sure it's something that's relatively mild and you can build up to more difficult situations as you get used to the process. Take a moment to recognise the feelings associated with the situation and say one of the following phrases to yourself, either silently or out loud. Remembering to say these statements to yourself in a way that's kind. This is a moment of suffering. This hurts. This is stress. Ouch. Suffering is a part of life. This last phrase helps you to understand that all human beings suffer, and it is a part of life that we cannot avoid. If you wish to, put your hand on your heart whilst you repeat the following phrases. Other people feel this way. I'm not alone. Can I be kind to myself? Can I forgive myself? Can I be patient with myself? And you might wish to repeat these phrases. It can be really helpful to acknowledge that you are experiencing suffering in common with all other human beings. This is a difficult part of life, and it can be very helpful to have an intention to be kind and accepting of ourselves. If at any point when you are practicing this exercise, you feel overwhelmed by your emotions, please be kind to yourself and perhaps do something practical to help your mood. You can take it gently and come back to the compassion exercise at any time. Thank you for listening. I would like to thank all the other staff that have been involved in the development of this video series from the Psychological Wellbeing Service and the Peterborough Exemplar Project for Cambridgeshire and Peterborough NHS Trust. Please do subscribe to the CPFT YouTube channel to receive alerts when further videos are uploaded, and check out our website at www.cpft.nhs.uk.